Breaking news, CM Punk is currently in the hospital. And let's get into these very sad details right now. On the January 29th, 2024 episode of Monday Night Raw, which took place 2 days after the 2024 Royal Rumble, we saw CM Punk enter the arena at the beginning of the show. Fans were surprised when they saw CM Punk with his right arm in a sling with a bandage wrapped around it. He revealed that he was injured, and he had a torn triceps injury on his right arm. This injury happened because during the men's Royal Rumble match, CM Punk received a Future Shock DDT from Drew McIntyre. And right after Drew McIntyre hit this DDT on CM Punk, you can see that CM Punk was grabbing his right arm in pain. What happened was that when Drew McIntyre set up CM Punk for the DDT, there was too much pressure on CM Punk's right arm, which led to the triceps being torn during the DDT. CM Punk was very emotional during his promo on Raw. CM Punk even discussed some close friends of his who are currently going through long-term illnesses, and CM Punk said that his injury is nothing like what his friends are currently going through. And this led to CM Punk crying on Raw. CM Punk went on to say that not only will he not be competing at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, but he will also not be competing at WrestleMania 40. Eventually, CM Punk was interrupted by the man who injured him at the Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre got into the ring, and it seemed like maybe he was upset about possibly injuring CM Punk. But as Drew McIntyre started to talk, it was obvious that Drew was very happy that he was the man who injured CM Punk. But what Drew McIntyre did next shocked everybody. Just as it looked like this segment between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk was about to end, CM Punk was attacked viciously by Drew McIntyre. CM Punk screamed out in pain as Drew McIntyre attacked Punk's torn triceps injury and even ripped off the sling that CM Punk had on his arm. It's now being reported that this attack by Drew McIntyre made CM Punk's injury even worse. And now we have a very sad update on CM Punk. CM Punk is 45 years old, and he's had 2 very bad injuries in the past 2 years. Everybody knows that CM Punk spent a couple of years in AEW before returning to WWE in November of 2023. And when CM Punk was in AEW, the first several months went very well, and he eventually won the AEW World Championship in May of 2022. But in the match where he won the AEW World title for the first time against Hangman Page, CM Punk suffered a foot injury, which led to him being out of action for 3 months. And then when CM Punk returned to AEW and competed at the AEW All Out 2022 pay-per-view, where he faced Jon Moxley, he suffered another injury. This time, it was a torn triceps injury on his left arm. So this is not the first time that CM Punk has suffered a torn triceps injury. This time around, the injury that CM Punk suffered at the Royal Rumble, it was a torn triceps on his right arm. So CM Punk has had 2 torn triceps injuries in the past year and a half. So CM Punk has not wrestled that often since May of 2022. Now, CM Punk did wrestle a couple of matches at some house shows against Dominic Mysterio before his Royal Rumble appearance in 2024. But to most fans, this is the first time that they have seen CM Punk compete in a WWE televised match since CM Punk's last WWE in-ring appearance, which was at the 2014 Royal Rumble pay-per-view in the men's Royal Rumble match that year. So fans are starting to speculate that CM Punk is injury prone because of all the injuries that he has suffered over the past 2 years. But some people are saying that why CM Punk may now be injury prone is not just because he's 45 years old. That does play a big part in it. When you get older, you start getting injured more often. One of the other reasons why CM Punk is getting injured so much is that from 2014 until 2019, CM Punk went through many years of very tough MMA training when he competed for the UFC. Most MMA fighters say that they get injured the most during training and not during the fights. So that also possibly is playing a part in CM Punk constantly getting injured. So now let's get into the shocking and very sad update on CM Punk. After Raw went off the air, the WWE doctors looked at CM Punk after the attack by Drew McIntyre. And the doctors said that CM Punk has suffered new injuries from the attack by Drew McIntyre. So what the doctors did is they called 911 and had an ambulance come to the arena in Tampa, Florida, and CM Punk was sent to the local hospital in Tampa. And that is currently where CM Punk sits right now. He is hospitalized with possibly new injuries due to the attack on Raw by Drew McIntyre. It's being said that this attack by Drew McIntyre was so severe that CM Punk will be out of action for even longer than what was first reported. Originally, it was thought that CM Punk would be out of action for either 4, 5, or 6 months, which would likely have CM Punk return around the time of either the Money in the Bank pay-per-view or SummerSlam. But right now, that does not look like it's going to happen. And right now, the best case scenario after this attack by Drew McIntyre, CM Punk will not return to WWE for at least a year. But it's also being reported that he may be out of action even longer than a year. What is CM Punk going to do? Will he actually return to the ring, or will he end his career? What are your thoughts on Drew McIntyre injuring CM Punk? And also, what are your thoughts about the rumor of CM Punk being in the hospital after the attack by Drew McIntyre on Raw? Leave a comment and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the...
Hey everyone, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. These subscriptions cost less than $1 a month and really help me sustain and grow my work. Your support means the world to me. Subscribe now and let's create something amazing together.